Listen up, listen up, listen up, because I don't talk for free. I don't even talk to get paid. That's not what I wanted to tell y'all. But listen up. It's the weekend. It's about to be the weekend. And I know some kids, y'all got some homework to do. So, parents, you could either put the kids in bed and watch this movie with your little boo thing, you know what I'm saying? Or, now hear me out, you can watch it with the kids. Because it's an action movie. It's not that bad of a movie. There is no sex in this movie. I'm going to say it again. There's no sex in this movie. So we can either watch it with the kids or we can watch it without the kids. That is a prime decision that you're gonna have to make. Listen, y'all. I got a movie. Listen, y'all. I I have a movie review for y'all, and this movie takes place on HBO Max. Yes, HBO. Well, now they call it Max. But regardless, it takes place on HBO Max. And if you don't have HBO, update your phone to Cricket. Then you could get HBO for free. And then I'm pretty sure any other phone company will. Anyway, moving on. If y'all have HBO Max, go ahead and go check out this movie. It's called Normal. Y'all ever seen those movies called Nobody? 1 and 2. I'll tell you, those movies are good too. If you've never seen Nobody, go check them out. I think they're on Amazon Prime. Moving along. This movie is called Normal, y'all. This is an action movie. This is a funny movie. This is a movie that's like, what am I watching? But it's not like, what am I watching? It's like, what am I watching? This is actually a pretty good movie. Perkins did his thing. I did my thing. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm doing my thing. Moving on. It's an action movie. I've already said that. It's rated R. So that's up to you to decide. Am I gonna have my kids watch this movie or am I not? Like I said, it's an action movie. There's a lot of shooting, there's a lot of killing. Because you know who's in it, right? Bob Odenkirk. He was the one that was in Nobody 1 and 2. And if you remember, there was a lot of violence in number 1 and 2. But moving on, he's in the movie, and you know who else is in the movie? Harry Winkler. Harry Winkler plays the mayor of the town, right? Bob plays the new sheriff. Now, there's a town called Normal, Minnesota in the movie. I don't think it's really a town. Reason why it's not a town? Because this movie was filmed in Canada. That's why it came out in 2025 in Canada, in the Toronto Film Festival. There's an I in there. I don't know what the I stands for, but the Toronto Film Festival. This movie came out 2025, but it was released in the United States in 2026 in April. So it's a new movie that came out this year. So the old mayor, he died, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna start you out at the beginning. At the beginning, it was a little weird. At the beginning, it was like, what the heck is going on? We don't really understand that, okay? Until the middle of the video. Then we like, oh, I get it. So now, the old sheriff died, and there's a new sheriff now. And comes Bob Odenkirk, right? I don't know where his name is in the movie, okay? So now he's a sheriff, and he's the interim the sheriff, right? He's like, he's there, but he's not really there, you know? You get some people like that who are there for the job, but they ain't really there for the job. That's Bob. Bob doesn't care. Now, they start calling him just for different stuff, different reason. He's like, oh boy. And then Bob meets the daughter of the old sheriff. And before that, there was little problems going on. There was some attitude that she was given at the funeral and stuff. So one of the guys who's going to be the real sheriff was like, "Yo, go home, blah 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 blah, whatever." So now Bob runs into the daughter now, right? So the daughter starts talking to him about her father, blah blah, whatever. So he puts her in jail, right? Just because she was drinking and driving. You can't be drinking and driving. So he puts her in jail. Just chill out. Now, there's a bank robbery, right? Of this one girl and this guy. So they go and rob the bank, the whole thing, and after the bank scene, everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. And this is where the first scene makes sense now. So what we see these two Asian people, right? I forgot what they call them. Rakuja. I don't know. It's something to deal with the Asian gang. So this Asian gang, so when the people rob the bank, the alarm goes off, right? And so now when the alarm goes off, everybody is looking scared and shook. So now the interim sheriff is like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go to this, right? So the interim sheriff he goes in, whatever. And so by accidentally, the people they injure one of the Asian guys and then they kill the other one, right? But we see that they're missing the pinky, so that's why the beginning now makes sense. Okay, so now the interim sheriff is trying to go into the bank just to figure out what's going on, figure out what's happening, to figure out what's the deal. So he starts walking to the truck, and he recognizes the truck because it was a girl that he had helped before. So now when he goes into the bank, everyone's starting to shoot now, right? And he had already told them like, "Yo, be easy. I'm going to check up on the situation, and then I'm going to relay it back to you." But everybody starts to shoot at the sheriff, the interim sheriff, Bob. Everybody starts to shoot at him. And then they're trying to figure out, like, why? So now they go to the vault, because they brought this one guy, the one bank manager. He was like, "Yo, take me to the vault." And so then he was like, "Oh." Like, he didn't want to, okay? So anyway, but the bank manager, he died. So now they go to the vault, and they see all of this blocks of gold. They see everything, right? So now it kind of makes sense why everybody was shooting at the interim sheriff, but not yet though. So now he gets a call from the mayor. Mayor tells him basically like, "Yo, we sold the town, we sold our lives, we sold everything to the Asian gang." And the Asian gang was already on the way now to Minnesota. But they're like, "Yeah, we sold everything that's in this town, that whole vault that you see, all belongs to this Asian gang." So they're like, "Damn." So now the sheriff is at an impasse on like what to do. Whether to give up or explode on them. And he didn't give up. But lo and behold, a lot of people die. One of the funniest parts, right? They're on a plane and this hip hop music is playing. I'm talking about a plane full of Asian cats that probably don't really understand English. I'm not talking about anybody, okay? But they probably just don't understand English. But yet they're on this plane listening to hip hop music. That has to be like one of the funniest scenes, right, in the whole movie. And then even when they start pulling up, right, because now the interim sheriff is like, "Yo, y'all could probably die." Talking to Asian guys, right? Like, y'all could die, or we could reset everything and act like nothing really happened, and y'all lives will be spared. So they're like, "All right, what you got?" So then they stage this whole thing. They stage a dinner and stuff like that. And let me tell y'all something. The head guy, when that gun fell off the wall, his head got blown off. And after that, the other Asians, not the ones that was in the bank robbery, but the other Asians, they went berserk and they started killing everybody. And then the officers of the town, they started killing people too. And I just tell you, it was a whole crazy scene. But let me tell y'all something. It's definitely a movie to put on your list to watch. Because like I said, if you haven't seen Nobody 1 and 2, y'all need to go see that, because those movies was good. But this movie, listen, out of 10, I would probably give it about an 8. It's really good. It's really good. It's not like oh, okay, well, I figured that would happen. No, it's not like that. But it's really a good movie just to actually sit down and watch. That's why I say I give it about an 8. I'll watch it again because sometimes, I'm always busy doing other stuff. So I'm not really watching everything closely. And I like to always watch my movies about once or twice, even before I give a review. But this time I didn't watch it about once or twice. I only watched it once. But let me tell y'all something. It is definitely a movie to watch. It is definitely a movie just to put on your list of movies just to see this weekend. Go check it out. It is called Normal. It's called Normal on HBO. It's Normal. Like I said, it is rated R. It is, like I said, you can watch with your kids. There's not, the only thing you really will see is like heads being blown off, people being blown up and stuff like that. Other than that, y'all gonna have to go check it out. Normal HBO. I'll see y'all next time.